So, lava's power is out, by the way.
Lovely.
So Hotbox can heal in the meantime, and Stuz will just take lava's spot on the replan. I think it'll be alright.
So
I don't think anything changes besides healing cooldowns if we need to change anything for Devo.
I don't even think the cooldowns like really matter. There's not a whole lot of like structured healing necessary here. It's kind of just do the dance and live. There's no DPS check. There's
I
no
just wanna
HPS
try
check.
to still do the webs as holy, but Duran could be backup if it becomes a problem.
Well, so this Grubs is gonna do lava, and then he can play holy. And oh yeah, okay, I guess that's fine. Yeah, because we're not changing the amount of ranged on red side, which is the important part.
Yeah, everything's gonna be the same.
Maybe I'll take my audio stuff down today and figure out what's wrong. My desktop speakers, a couple like 2 months ago, just started having this really bad static, and I don't know where it's coming from. I hope it's just a bad power supply and nothing in the actual equipment. Yeah, Lava's also having frame rate issues. He was having it pretty bad on the other progression, like last few progression fights, and he's like, dude, I'm at like 100 frames, and as soon as the encounter starts, I'm down to 15 or 30 or less than 30.
Pass up.
I'm like, I don't know, man. It's very add-on related. Hello.
Yeah. Add-ons are weak auras. They like tank the FPS. It seems like.
Yep. He's like, I still have weak orders from like Siege of Orgrimmar progression or something. I'm like, dude, why?
We even use weak orders back then?
I don't remember what it was. Let me see. What raid was he saying he had stuff from?
It was power auras until Kata. Man, I don't know.
Was it in MOP? Was it called like Tell Me When, or is that something different?
Tell Me When's a different thing. It still exists too.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That lonely dev. He's like, I'm gonna keep this updated because there's a very small niche group of people who prefer this.
Tell Me When used to be able to do things weak auras couldn't, but that is not the case anymore.
Yeah, he sent me, he's like, here are my graphics settings. I'm having FPS issues in RAID. And I'm like, sorry to tell you, man, but not a single one of those settings makes a lick of difference on your frame rate. It's all CPU, and none of those graphics settings touch it. So he's running, he's on a 5800X. And I'm like, it's in your budget. Next 3D processor will change your world. And he's like, I'm thinking I really want to do it. It's okay, but they're out of stock right now. And if you find inventory of anything that's not a 9800X 3D, you wait and you buy the 9800X 3D.
I think you pinged me. I lost track though.
Yeah, here. He says, I literally had mop prog weak auras still installed that were loading.
That's insane.
Yeah. He's like, I deleted like 9,000 weak auras from forever ago. Like, dude, I completely reinstall the game every expansion. Yeah, just completely. Because it's everything, even the actual game files, because the way that they get parsed out, right? You load the files and then the actual individual data files get chopped up into small pieces. And then when your loading times are actually longer because it's got to load the snippet from this bit and snippet from this bit. So when you reinstall everything, it's almost like a hard drive defrag, like comparable to that. So you just every expansion you refresh. So what I do is I take all of my add-ons and I build it all on the PTR interface. And then when I'm comfortable with that from the PTR or beta build, then I port that WTF folder over. So I start from scratch, and then I port over just the auras I need, and then do a clean install on the primary installation, and then just move over a couple files. My biggest problem is Atrocity. I use his package, but I modify it so heavily in so many ways and have extra things that I get added and I put in the same groups. I should probably just change. If I change anything, I should just create a whole new group, like Naughty's modded shit. And then that way.
That's actually a good way to do it. That way you can like export the group file and re-import it if you have to do something.
Yeah, because I mean, I've changed so many things, like just little things like colors or glows or outlines or something.
I do that too.
And you need a profile for that?
It just, he releases his stuff so sporadically. He's like, oh, I did an update and I changed some of these things. I did an update, changed some of these things. And I'm like, okay, as long as it's in the change log, I can look through it and be like, okay, yeah, I need that and I need that, or would like that. But a lot of times I'll just go the whole 2-3 patches without actually updating anything because I'm like, I don't want to fuck with it.
Yeah. On occasion, I'll look through the change log and I'll be like, oh, that is a good idea. I should change that myself.
Yeah. But then there are other things that you don't even realize. Like, that's why I could never get off the package. Like, just the stupid weak aura text to say you're in combat or out of combat, or you need to repair, or you interrupted that, or someone else. Like, just the little things that are just quality of life.
I have that, but like differently, right? So like in ERT, you know, like the combat timer. So I have my combat timer set to like literally the middle of my screen where my character is. So it works as a placement, like, oh, that's where my character is in this clusterfuck because of the timer, and I see the time in combat. So I'll know if I have a timer, like, oh, I'm obviously in combat because I have a timer on in the middle of my screen.
Let's see, what do we have? The dragon riding stuff. That one's whatever. Find any version of that. Oh, and because I've had to modify things since I'm playing in 4K, I have to like tweak things by like half pixels or whatever so that I get the pixel perfect stuff. Because if you just use the 1440 profile, you get like 2 pixel borders just on the top, not on the bottom, blah, blah, blah. So you have to play with the numbers and pick like half values to get it to resolve as single, like pixel perfect. The mobility and defensive stuff, that's cool. Utility bar, debuff bar. Oh, all the fucking boss debuffs. All the debuffs on the boss frames. Up to 8 boss frames, right? You got to put all of those, every debuff you could possibly have to one a track. Because if you just use like the LVI debuffs, you don't get the pandemic window glow reminder.
Well, we have 2 healers that, you know, are out because their power or internet is out, which sucks. Lava's power is out, and Nasa's internet is out. He's trying to solve it though.
Not a good week, man.
No. Yeah, just putting in those 2. Well, Lava's probably not coming yet. But hopefully Nas can get online.
Tell him to get on a pedal bike. He just needs to sustain a solid like 500 watts the whole raid.
So missing sand.
What about Yomos?
Not here today.
Right.
Missing sand, lava, and nos.
Oh my god, I got it just before it despawned.
You know what they need to do, Nutty? They need to make one of those that you can literally just like step on and pick what you want to be.
Isn't this the fun though?
Well, Nos is on the phone with his ISP trying to get his internet back, so just take a 5 or something if you need to. But we kind of need him.
I can't use that item
Good
yet.
time to watch the P2 video.
Yeah, it is. We could do that.
You already. Maybe the P3? I don't know. Maybe the kill could happen.
Yeah, it's potential.
Maybe just
I
one shot it.
Let me load up the video. Watch, because there's a dangerous overlap in phase 2 that could potentially wipe us. Hopefully not, though. So we're gonna watch it together while we wait.
Which video is this?
The dog water guild or guide and guild.
Don't know what they do potentially different, or if it's all
It's
the
same
same.
same as what we were doing yesterday.
Okay.
I like the name, man.
They I mean, they use Northern Sky week order pack though. That's the difference. But yeah, let me know when everyone's ads are
Relatively
done.
straightforward.
I'll
For
hit
intermission
play.
1, red and blue players follow in orbs. Players once again rotate. These players simply rotate around each other to soak their orb. The mark opposite of their color. Red players on blue and blue players on red. A few seconds after P2 starts, a blue frontal will go out. Ranged players can attempt to bait this off of the melee stack, but it's not critical. After the frontal, blue players correct themselves
Everyone
so
tune
they're
into
once
the
again
video.
across from the red player.
Watching film.
We're watching the phase 2 together so we don't wipe to the overlap. In Drawn, and Herc, and ICT, and Wheezy.
What the actual fuck, Naughty? These fucking mods, dude.
Yeah. Anyways, alright, I'm gonna hit play. We can watch it. Oh, wait.
Staring at a perpetual loading bar.
So they're once again across from the red players. Then Takash will do his web vortex mechanic, which functions differently in Mythic. Instead of pulling in all players, she will pull in either the red or blue team at random, and then after a short delay, pull in the other color. All players hit by this mechanic will also spawn orbs where they were standing before being pulled in. If no action is taken, everyone will collide and instantly die. To deal with this, the first team that gets pulled in, regardless of their color, must run left and right, out of the purple circle. This will clear the way for the opposite color to get pulled in while breaking most of the web pairs on average. For consistency, individual players will be assigned left or right, so that we always split up 50-50. After running left and right, players circle back and soak orbs on the other side. The second set of players that get pulled in will instead run through the boss and soak orbs on their way out. Both teams of players are then free to break their webs and soak the remaining orbs. There is no rush from either team to soak orbs. So if an orb is missed when getting out of the purple circle, players can enter it later after it pops. It's extremely important to remember that whichever team gets pulled in first is random, so any player must react to whether they need to split up or run through the boss. Immediately after the web vortex, the dispel mechanic will happen. In Mythic, there are 5 debuffs that go out, and all 5 must be used to stun Takaj. During this moment, it's very easy to panic and find yourself out of position, either running into players of the opposite color or finding yourself in a position that causes a dispel to jump to another player. Players should be targeting Takaj and look at the large red hitbox underneath her. Entering that red circle is forbidden for all players except for the single person that is about to get dispelled. Dispels will be assigned a number from 1 to 5 using a weak aura, and each dispel will be assigned a healer. When it is a raider's turn to be dispelled, they will run to the center of Takaj's hitbox. After being dispelled, they will then run back the direction they came from. Blue dispels will be assigned before red ones, and healers will be prioritized above melee, which will be prioritized above ranged players. This means that Mistweaver monks and holy paladins will be the first players generally to be dispelled. Dispels will be called out by the raid leader as they need to happen.
1, go. Second is Googled by Awake. 2, 1, go. Mono by Caligus. 2, 1, go. Pursuit by Mikey in 2, 1, go. Ninja by Vox in 3, 2, 1, go.
The 5th dispel will
I
be
wish it was
delayed
that easy.
slightly to milk damage. Bloodlust
Yeah.
will be used here immediately after the first dispel. This is approximately 3.5 minutes into the fight, so 3 minutes should just barely be
Here comes the
available,
overlap
and 2
coming
minutes
up.
should be held until this point. Beetle ads will also spawn here, so Death Knights make sure to Death Grip whenever possible. After the damage amp, red players and blue players group up on their respective markers across from each other. Red players on red, blue players on blue. A red frontal will happen, followed by a blue frontal. Players rotate left to dodge. Immediately after, Takaj will to one of several locations
I pause
and cast the
this?
web vortex after a short delay.
So
What did you say?
So that movement there, right? So it may not be red on red, might not be blue on blue. It kind of depends on, I don't know, whatever we end up doing, whatever we push on the intermission. But the move that they did there, everybody's baiting frontals. Everyone shifts left. You have to shift left. You have to shift all the way like 90 degrees to whatever that other marker is. Because this next mechanic, when the boss jumps, you need to be able to run to that boss in like a straight line or whatever. And if you don't go far enough or you go the wrong way, it'll be confusing whether you're supposed to cut right on the one side of the boss or the other side of the boss. And we had people running into each other. If you just make a full 90-degree rotation, it is blatantly obvious which side of the boss you want to be on. She also telegraphs where she's going to jump. After she does the frontal, she'll basically face a direction, and then it's like a 2-second channel before she jumps. So you can kind of see where you're headed for that. That's all.
And this part here, Nadia, are we doing this? What they did? They dispel 1 and 2 on the edge, and number 3 just waits in the middle.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah.
The raid needs to pop movement
is what I
cooldowns
talk
and
about in
move
a
towards
second, about
Takaj
the
as
dispels.
quickly as possible. The general principle of movement here is that the raid should translate towards Takaj and maintain their relative positioning. I.e., if red is left when facing towards Takaj, they stay left as they move over. After moving, or even while moving if you're too slow, Takaj will do his web vortex mechanic. We follow the same rules as before, where the first group that gets pulled in goes left and right, while the second group goes through the boss. After this, we get a second set of dispels. However, this one is trickier because the boss teleports halfway through our dispel chain. To do this, we do the first 2 dispels on the edge of the room and the remaining 3 dispels in the middle of the room. Whoever is assigned to dispel 3 should pre-move to the exact center of the room. While this is happening, red players should bait a red frontal away from the center of the room to not interfere with dispels going off. After the 5th dispel, we transition into intermission 2. There isn't much to be said about intermission 2, as it's much easier than intermission 1. Red players will start on skull marker, and blue players will start on triangle marker. These markers are between our blue and red markers. During this intermission, players once again rotate counterclockwise to soak orbs on the other side, while dodging rings of spikes. The launch of patch 11.0.5 caused these spikes to become desynced from their animation, but this issue seems to have recently been fixed. However, it doesn't hurt to play this phase as safe as possible. There is no rush to soak orbs here. It's perfectly fine to delay soaking in order to dodge spikes. There's also no holding DPS here, so just blast the shield and finish it whenever possible.
And yeah, that's phase 2. So hopefully we get to see that today. I mean the second intermission.
So the biggest thing, like once we make it past that first dispel, like we did it once, we just kind of limped our way through it. We see that a little more consistently. The next mechanic is line up on your, like the same quadrants or the same pie slices that have the markers on them, wait for the frontal, and then move left. And then like he used the word translate, so then you will translate to wherever the boss jumps to, because he can jump to any one of the 4 corners, or well, I guess like the 4, I guess quadrants of the room.
Yep.
And
So,
depending on where he jumps is, you know, what side of the boss you're going to go to.
So do anyone have any questions on phase 2 at all?
When we're doing dispels, how do you want us all to be pre-positioned right around the boss, and then you're gonna call our name, or are we going by the numbers?
So they were using the Northern Sky pack, which in my opinion handles the dispel mechanic a little bit better. The liquid one is there's a little less information, or for healers it's really confusing because there's numbers on the raid frames and then they just keep jumping all over the place. But there is a list like that'll show up. So what the liquid weak aura should do is tell the person who is getting dispelled, you are number 3 or you are number 2. And the people with the dispels will stand close to the boss, like right outside that red circle. And whoever has the weak aura that says, like, get dispelled now, they will go into the middle and call for the dispel from the healer. Because we, as the healers, we, raid leader could call it out and say, I'm going to count down a time or whatever, and then the healer's just going to send a dispel. If you're not in position, then we just jump the dispel and we just fucked ourselves. So the person being dispelled really should be the trigger to say, I'm ready. Like I was either late to getting in or whatever, cutting a bug. You should be in position. You should be able to just be ready, but having the person getting dispelled be the trigger for the dispelling is the way to do it. So the Northern Sky one uses a button. You just press the macro and then your frame would light up. And the Liquid Pack doesn't have that, so we have to do it audibly.
I think what we did yesterday was fine. Like, Gerard had the dispel and he called his name out, and I think that's probably best for us.
So the one time we
That
made
is
it
ready.
through that pack, we literally just YOLO'd it. Like the particle went in, but he was really dispel number 3 because Chebut had dispel number 1, but I dispelled particle first, and then someone else dispelled dispel 2, and then the timer was almost over, and I sent a mass dispel, and we got 2 dispels and got lucky, and then Zarya was the last dispel, and he dispelled himself, and that was the only reason we made it through. So it was as disorganized chaos as possibly be, but we made it, and I'm concerned that's how they're all going to go. But
Yeah, we'll just do that every time, and it'll work.
Who are
Yeah.
you pointing at?
Controlled chaos.
Nas's internet is out. He's on the phone right now with his ISP, trying to get it back. And Lava, its power's out, so we're missing 2 healers today.
Wait, what did I see right?
Hmm?
Practice?
We could, but we're 3 healing.
Wow. Y'all are 2.5 healing right now.
Yeah, well, there you go. So that's the
it'd be
thing.
a little rough.
It might be. Now that we're down 2 healers, it's kind of rough, yeah.
Look at his transmog though, man. That's got to be worth at least half a healer, right?
Who's?
Hotbog's got the new tier 2.
This is the half
Don't
a
let-
healer.
It just
Don't let the
wins,
cannon
man.
fool
It
you.
just wins.
And
He doesn't transmog.
I mean, we could practice phase 1 if you guys want, like positioning, because Stars and Soda never really seen the fight that much.
My 2.5 pulls yesterday.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
So
So
you're
we can-
back?
2.5 pulls, said
I'm
fuck
here.
it, kicked his
Finally
motor out.
back.
And we can practice that if you guys want. But it's gonna be rough because we're down a healer
Well, not only that, you're down
person too. Yeah.
a web break.
Yeah, true.
You'd have to put a melee on it.
Because Nos is doing a web.
Those you're funny though. I'm here.
I'm here.
Am I back? I don't know. I'm here. I'm here
We're
though.
present. We're
So
present.
hopefully that Nos's internet is back very soon, or we might be done for.
These people would do anything not to raid, man. It's crazy.
Damn.
Me? Just hanging around.
Just hanging around.
All I could do yesterday with no fucking internet, just hang around. Bored as fuck.
But at least you had power, whereas lava is just sitting there
I
doing
mean,
nothing.
Couldn't do anything with it, but it was there, I guess. Went outside and touched where there should be grass, but Arizona
I
don't
live
got
in
no
the
grass.
desert.
There's no grass where you live.
Got good sand?
No grass. Pretty good rocks, dude.
Good rocks, dude.
Rocks. Pretty good rocks.
You were playing with a
Nice.
stick and dirt?
There's no sticks because that would mean that there's
That would
trees
imply
and green
Vegetation.
plants. Yeah. The fuck is that, dude? Cactuses? I ain't playing with those things. Probably wouldn't feel great.
Would you go outside and play a good old game of kick the tumbleweed?
I did actually.
Don't you have kids? I mean, weren't you playing with your? Okay.
Yeah, we were. It was all right. For a few hours, and I went to go work another off-duty gig, another free basketball game to watch.
Another quick
Yeah,
bag.
yeah.
$80 an hour for
Hey, it's
13
Stubbs,
hours
it's
this
me, your
weekend?
brother.
Yeah. Nah,
Hey,
Hotbox
Stubbs, it's
is the
me.
only one giving you money, dude. Get out of here.
Oh man, wouldn't it be nice to work
No.
overtime? You know, like almost like weekends, weekend mornings would be a great time to work overtime.
What would you rather do Saturday, Sunday morning, Naughty? I mean, what else could you be doing?
Hang out with the boys or work? That's the question.
I do have one coming up mid-December. I'm not quite sure whether it'll go. It'll be like a 6 a.m. to something, so I might be home in
With a
time.
boy?
No, like raid absence or whatever,
Oh.
mid-December. We'll see.
You're gonna go away with a boy.
Hoping that the University of Arizona stops sucking dick in football, so we can at least be eligible for the Snoop Dogg Bowl. Go meet Snoop Dogg. Be good shit.
But I mean, wouldn't you be encouraged to arrest him if you smelled marijuana on him?
It's legal in Arizona now.
Oh, is it now?
Decriminalized.
It's actually done correct out here. Like, you can't be out in public. You have to be at your home.
Oh, really? No, not
Yeah.
here in Jersey. People don't give a fuck.
Oh, come to
So I can't-
Canada. We
So I
can just
can't stand fucking
muck around
California,
some-
dude. Can smell it from
Yeah.
the other side of the border.
Not like that. Like I would imagine California, since it's been legal there for longer, but
Oh, you smell out there, dude. Like the
Yeah.
fucking smog is gone. Just a haze of weed.
oh, see what you did there.
And what color would this haze be, Stuz?
It depends on
there's-
what they're smoking, dude.
No, there's only one correct answer to this.
Purple.
There you go. You got no nipples.
Ain't got no nipple.
Yeah, Stuz, you can just admit that you saw the fight yesterday and kicked your modem so that it broke.
Eh. There's been worse dance fights.
This fight's not that bad.
Doesn't seem that bad. You just can't fuck up.
Painsmith is definitely worse than this.
God,
I love
feeling that
Painsmith.
fight, dude.
It was fun. I actually
That's
tanked
just
that one.
so good.
I played that
Yeah.
twice a week as well, and it got pretty crazy towards the end. The people were still getting hit by orbs, and I'm like, dude, I could close my eyes and do this intermission.
Yeah.
Like if I could do it as a
Yeah.
priest with my like slow ass, slow legs, like the fact that I don't ever have a problem, nobody should have a problem.
Our demon hunter just kept trying to be fancy and jumping off the sides. I'm like, just fucking stay with the group.
That's even easier. Like,
Yeah, because
Died
you could have dodged, you could
every
have
fucking
danced
time.
around shit.
I don't know. He was an old drunk guy. I feel like he just didn't hit the double jump and just kind of like yeeped himself off every fucking time.
The wireless headset? Does?
Yeah. Yeah.
About to say.
Yeah, you were going robot-y there for a second.
Oh, there goes
my bad.
another one with the internet.
No. I did fucking like 11 miles yesterday and Friday night, and then like climbed, I think it was like 12 stories worth of shit walking up and down the stadium. I'm fucking sore. Every opportunity to move around, I'm gonna do it.
What's next weekend look like?
Don't know yet.
A
No one
Saturday
posted.
and a
No one
Sunday.
posted it. I know it's the fake Thanksgiving, but you know.
I just told Particle this Trump is going to take over all of North America, and you will have Thanksgiving the correct day in November.
The correct day is in October, man.
No,
I don't know.
you know what?
The
Truthfully,
correct day
Stuz,
is whenever the fuck you want to do it.
no, the correct day is going to be our new Thanksgiving will be the day that Justin Trudeau leaves office.
Yeah, when Trump
Yeah, that's
freedoms you guys from his reign.
man. I like how we removed taxes for 2 months just to get more, you know, votes.
Well, it's not even that. It's like he's removing it for 2 months, and then 2 months after that is when he's supposed to be quadrupling the fucking carbon tax. So it's like, here's a little bit of a break before we actually screw you in the ass.
Yeah.
Wait, what do you mean no taxes? Like you can just buy everything without paying taxes?
Not
Uh,
everything,
like
but
essentials and stuff. Like it's things like alcohol, video games, food,
all the stuff that will dull you to
all the
reality.
stuff that makes, yes, exactly, that make us good consumers.
So we could have a good time.
Because that's what our government sees us as, video game playing, booze drinking.
That's how they keep you fucking docile.
Yep.
I mean, if they throw in fast food, dude, it's over.
It is. It
It
is
is,
in there.
It's over.
Actually, Jover.
But it's like people don't realize. Everybody's like, "Oh yeah, it's gonna be so great." No, you know how many companies are gonna go to business? Because all these companies have stockpiled, like, resources for the next coming months, and they've already paid taxes on that shit, and now they have to sell it at a loss because they can't charge taxes on it again.
All right, yeah, everyone's just gonna get more money from Big Pharma since our case kicking them all out of here. They're just gonna go to Canada. They'll make up all their money from that again. All the extra medication you have to be for extra docile sluggy boys.
I don't think we survive another year under Trudeau. Seriously.
no, probably not.
I think we're at the brink where civil war is coming soon, or something. There's just too many scandals with that dude and his party.
I think North America's going to be in war on January 19th, anyways. There's going to be some shenanigans afoot. You guys will just get roped in, and we'll just see who
Yo,
wins.
you didn't realize they realized they couldn't kill Trump, so they decided they would kill everybody.
Yep.
And start World War III. They're like, well, we can't get rid of Trump, so we might as well just kill everybody then.
I'm asking Nos what is looking like for him, because like I don't want us to wait here for like another hour, you know, doing nothing. Just waiting for his reply. Let's see what's up. What the internet company told him.
Position on X and square.
Loose spread. You spread.
You're playing on
Just
Xbox Pass,
Boss
Soda?
gonna jump, so make sure you
I hope.
are inside it.
Hope he didn't pay for that.
Just don't be in the center.
It's
He's gonna
fun.
teleport.
I
to the
like
center.
it.
I was gonna. I downloaded it. I never played it yet.
Hey, like,
It looks fun.
Here you go, Particle. We can kill chat and Discord. That's why we're still going to win.
Go quick here.
Gonna be a very short-lived civil
Moving
war.
to X.
But yeah, since next weekend
Left here,
is
left,
Thanksgiving, make sure you post out
Ready,
if you're
watcher?
not gonna be here
Slide.
Saturday or Sunday,
Slide, everyone.
so we can
Left,
figure
right
out
here.
the comp or whatever.
We're going straight through. Blue.
Long range Mormons, let's
Soak.
go.
Personals here if you need it.
Yeah, I love
Swamp
that.
hunters,
No,
baby.
right in the dead center, Joe Exotic.
Spells
Joe
coming next.
Exotic, baby.
The fucking
know, like, you
blue-haired
know-
Karens are not
I'm
going
never
to do
gonna
well.
financially
Everyone's to the
recover
center.
from this.
I'm hoping to get CE before the holidays, before Christmas, but that's the plan anyway.
Position is
Supposedly now that Queen is a lot easier than this boss, so since they
Moving to
nerfed the
X.
hell out of it.
a little more right of where we're at.
I like the.
So, yeah.
This part wouldn't
We're
be
moving
that
to
tough.
X. Left here, left.
Yeah, that part goes first.
Oh, that's that's.
Go left here, left.
I like the Alaska one. Even the liberals have
We're moving
guns.
to X.
Yep.
Go left here, left.
You notice the militia types are right up there
Yeah,
next to
so, yeah, good.
Canada.
I'm
A
not
little more right.
positive that the cartels would help,
Yeah,
but there's so many guns in between Arizona and New Mexico. Won't matter.
Oh yeah.
Pre-position on skull and
Well,
triangle.
they did like that whole study, and it's like the U.S. the public U.S. like people
Beyond-
have more
beyond me, but take a
firearms
little more
in
right
their
of where we're
possession
at.
than all the world's
Yeah, so yeah,
armies
good.
combined.
We're moving to X.
Yeah, I just got another one last week.
Why
Really?
doesn't Hawaii have anything on that list?
There's too
not
much
gonna
meth
go
out
there.
there.
No, because
Slide.
Hawaii is
Slide.
literally a
Pre-position on
military
skull and
like,
triangle.
bunker island.
Yeah, it's a military installation, but the
Beyond me,
civilians
like,
don't
take a
really
little
have any.
more right
They're
of where we're at.
very, very left in
Yeah,
Hawaii.
So, yeah, good.
I see.
Yeah,
Moving
that's
to
where all
X.
the like Oprah
We're
and
moving
them
to
have
X.
houses and live there.
Go left
It's
here,
the new
left.
Epstein Island.
We're moving to X. Go left here, left.
People who wear
Okay,
shorts in
You ready,
winter.
watcher? Slide.
What are
Yeah,
swamp
yeah.
hunters? What the hell?
Left, right here.
That's me, dude.
That's them Gator
Going straight
boys.
through.
Gator boys.
I thought that was Florida men.
Soak. Personals here if you need it.
Well, depends on where you're at. There's some Florida men, there's some
Moving to X.
Gator boys.
Go left here,
Like the
left.
machine gun collectors.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ready, watcher?
My
Slide.
MP5.
Right above the cartels.
My
Right
MP5
here.
is en route. No worries.
We're going straight through. Blue. Soak. Personals here if you need it. Soak.
I just got issued a fucking 12 gauge at work.
Alright.
I love that
Here if
bad
you need
boy.
it. Here if you need
Go
it.
boom.
Alright.
Dude, I would love to be able to get like a whole
Spells
bunch
coming
of
next.
specific guns, but you
Here
know,
if you need it.
Canada.
Here if you need it.
When a Rodian finally gives up, I just want all of his guns.
Spells coming next.
All of them. He got so fucking many guns.
Third one's to the center.
Bring him back.
Like, I've got a couple that are on my list for if we ever have any of our gun laws like repealed.
When Trump liberates you guys, don't worry about it. It's coming.
Dude, we can't even. I can go buy a rifle. I can go buy a sniper rifle. I can go buy like all that shit, but I can't even buy a
Spells
handgun.
coming next.
Make that make sense.
To a degree.
Alright. Spells
Those are
coming
a lot
next.
more concealable.
Third one's to the center.
Oh, the majority of gun deaths are from
Fair
hand.
enough, but you know, it's not the law-abiding citizens that are, you know, out there shooting people.
It's even of people that have the freaking criminals that steal handguns and shit. They have busted ass fucking ball loads and stuff. So,
Dude, do you know how stupid it is in Canada? If
Go,
you
slide.
came and broke into my house with a weapon,
We go right.
and I took out my
Side to side.
weapon and used it on you, guess who goes to jail?
Ball again.
Particle does.
Yep.
I do,
Perfect.
for
Go
defending
center.
myself. Yep.
Yeah, but that guy's
Second one
dead,
goes to
so
the
that's...
center.
yeah,
Well,
you
that's
can't
true.
testify against
Well,
you.
no.
Then
Yeah,
Particle be
even
in
if I-
jail forever.
Yeah, even if I don't
Perfect.
kill
Go
him,
center.
if I just like shoot him, I go to jail.
Well, you better shoot to kill him then.
Excuse-
Well, yeah, I mean, if I'm going to jail anyways, like, you know, headshot, double tap, like, that's what's happening.
These orbs.
Don't
Go to the
miss.
center here, right? So
Yeah, we don't have, like, self-
Crazy. You guys are wild just
One and
talking
then
like
4.
that.
Hey,
So first one goes out.
you want someone
second
to
one
testify
goes to
against
the
you or
center.
not?
Bro,
That's how you do
think
it.
I'm
This
worried,
is what
man?
happens when we
Probably
don't pull
already
the
on a
boss.
government watch
I
list.
know, but I'm just wild. Like
I think
double tap head. Like, come on, man. Like,
I think AR should be illegal. United States.
By this guy.
No politics, please.
Down.
There you go.
We just want guns. I'm
Where
not
we
talking
gone
about
to?
politics. Just want more guns.
I just want more guns. America.
Let's do the same thing that we just did.
America.
Let's go jump here
Just
in a second.
waiting on Nausus' reply. He's never said anything
Find if he was.
yet.
he's in
Slide
Texas,
in a
dude.
second.
They're gonna be like, yeah,
Go,
man.
slide. We go
We
right.
know.
He's
It's not
He's
working.
got
Side to side.
Cox. I get it.
Left
Wall
right.
Cox fucked me.
Yep.
Cox is fucking
Damn, I see what you did there.
out.
Wait, do you have his number? Can you like text him?
No.
Damn.
He's a very secretive person.
Yeah.
Given his Texas twang.
Yeah. Bryce probably got it. Don't worry about it.
He definitely doesn't.
I have his address.
Are
You
you-
want me to send someone for a wellness check?
There you go.
I actually do have his address.
Didn't it take until like this expansion for Nas to accept Fry's BattleNet request?
Yep. And dating for that long wouldn't give him his fucking BNet, dude. That's wild. Wild.
So is everyone gonna be here next weekend?
Yep.
That's here now.
I will.
Should be.
Today is my Thanksgiving, so yes.
Yeah, I know it's Thanksgiving, and I know it's on
Good night,
Thursday and
Dave.
we rain on Saturday, but I don't know if some people go out of town or whatever.
Oh, you know, there'll be the folks are like, oh shit, I'm not gonna be there, and then Friday night they're like, oh, I'm not gonna be at raid.
It's no excuse. It's a fake Thanksgiving, anyways.
Staying in town.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I'm staying
Enjoy
in
your-
town.
Enjoy
Yeah,
your
I'm not
fake
go-
Thanksgiving.
I'm
for
not
now.
going anywhere.
Hey, you put some respect on my American holiday.
Yep.
Some gravy on it while you're at it too.
Gravy's good.
Is that an option?
Very good. It's not an option. It's required.
I feel like it'd be cheese if it was like American. but
Cheese on turkey?
What
Cheese on
flavor pack
bro.
baby
everything,
packets do
dude.
you
Alright.
guys buy?
Cheese on everything.
Okay,
Yeah, get this guy out of here.
this guy's muted.
That's like a server mute.
Yeah,
Cream cheese,
you
right?
can't talk anymore, bro.
We're not making fucking sandwiches here, alright?
Tomorrow I will be.
Yeah, for leftovers, of course, but
Yeah, I'm looking forward to my leftover burrito I'm planning on making.
you got some sweet potato pie?
Fuck yeah, dude.
Hell yeah.
Shit's bomb.
Turkey and cream cheese, man.
I think it's a job done too, for sure.
I asked Nos if we should call off raid. He said no, and that's all he
What?
said.
Bruh.
All right, dude. There
Is
we
that
go.
getting internet like in a few minutes?
Does Nas even understand that we're not even doing anything right now? He thinks we're probably pulling, and that he'll just, swap
Jump
in
in.
when it's
Mhm,
online.
mhm. If he logged in, who's our 20th? Somebody drop to do some
Yeah,
stuff for now?
Nate.
I'm just doing weekly shit.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, what the?
Yo, we're gonna get some BOE.
Oh, is that what's happening? Is that trash?
That was his response. I said, okay, well,
Might get BOE.
I need his BOE. I need this back. Why shouldn't it be me?
Finally, I
Fuck.
looted some gold.
Hey.
You know, I think I need to do
Yeah,
some of the weekly stuff for the what do you call it, the celebration tokens.
Yeah, still got 2 more transmogs to get. They don't really
What
care
fun
for
would
it.
this be if all the
Mm.
trash was up, man? Fun trash.
I think I need like
true.
80 more or
I'm
100
barely
more.
tagging these guys. I'm dragging them to the people. So
I know.
you guys going ham, I die.
I just need to do like the easy
Still
parts.
doing BRD.
Yeah, I don't feel like farming BRD. I just do like
It's not fun.
the weekly quest once a week. Like it's not that big a deal. You
Yeah.
just do the theater event once, and you do the
Here's the awakening machine.
you can do the
Your
Waking
alt.
machine.
Do LFR Queen.
You know that quest out in the farm? You can just turn in the 4 things.
Yeah, just click on those 4
Easy.
times. That one's free.
Yeah. Yeah, that one takes like 1 minute.
You can only do those once a week,
Yeah.
right? That's not
Yeah.
per character.
Yeah, once
I
a week.
wish, dude. Imagine you can just do it on their character.
It'd be
I know.
nice.
There's not much to buy, right? It's just the transmog, and then there's like
Couple toys.
a couple toys and pets or something. Like outside of the tier, you need like 300 something to buy all the tier pieces, and then it's like another 100 or 200 to buy everything else, right?
Ooh, they're shinies. Here's my BOEs. Why not me? No. Couldn't be me.
But there was someone else.
They were Naz's, unfortunately.
Oh, look, I'm BFFs with both the evokers.
We're not all getting
guy.
You're a panda though. Get the fuck out of here.
Yo, don't argue.
That guy in the video we watched was Og though, and I could not imagine being Og on this fight.
Yeah, it'd be interesting.
Loki, this is our leveling team next expansion again.
It worked out pretty nice.
In this video,
Dude,
we
the
will
best
show
is
you
when
how
he
to
does